A man threw a TV out of a 40th floor window, trying to catch the attention of the security guard downstairs. However, the guard didn't hear a thing. The man was trapped in an abandoned building and could only shout for help from the window. But the night was too quiet, and no one could hear him. He also waved a flashlight out the window, but it didn't attract anyone's attention. The next day, the man tried to open the door again, but it was locked tight. Even with a pair of pliers, he couldn't break the lock. He started banging on the door, but that didn't work either. The man took out his phone to call for help, only to find that the battery was dead. He plugged in the charger, but there was no electricity in the entire room. So he found a pile of old cardboard and wrote a distress signal on it with toothpaste, then threw it out the window. But it landed on a dilapidated roof. That evening, a woman came to collect her laundry, but she didn't see the man's distress signal. The man was desperate. He took the elastic band from his pants and found a pipe in the corner to make a simple slingshot. When the woman appeared again, he shot a stone at her to get her attention. She picked up the cardboard and came to the building. The man excitedly started banging on things, but she left without hearing his noise. So the man came up with another idea. He lit a torch, hoping to burn the distress signal on the windowsill to attract attention. But as the fire grew bigger, he realized it was getting out of hand. He had to put out the fire. By this time, the man was extremely thirsty. He went to the bathroom and took down the water tank on the wall, but it was empty. Just then, it started raining heavily. The man hung the water tank on the windowsill to catch rainwater and stretched a bag out of the window to collect more water. One day, the man saw through a mirror that the balcony on the 30th floor had no railing. So he used a knife to cut through the railing, picked it out, and squeezed through the window gap. He began to climb down, but there were no footholds between the floors, so he had to cling to the stone wall above and feel his way down with his feet. Soon, he reached the 30th floor, but half of the railing was missing. He tied his belt to a steel bar near the ground and the other end to his hand, then carefully stepped onto the railing. To his surprise, the balcony on this floor had been demolished. He had to move carefully along the wall, holding on tight, and almost slipped in a corner. He kept going and finally reached his destination. He kicked open the glass door of the balcony, opened the room door, and finally escaped from the building.